What's up guys, it's Morrany here and welcome to the second episode from the Zero to Hero Team Edition series. In the last video we stopped at the Smith Magi workshop where I made a hunting rune on my Toady wand. For additional agility I crafted some parts of the Dofus set. They are very easy to get, and with the set bonus you get additional 150 initiative, 4 damage, 10 agility and 10 vitality. Then it was again time for farming meat, now in the astrub fields area, before I realized I can also go to the beach area where the fights are faster against the snappers. But in the end it was nice to have some resources from both areas and not only from one, because I can use them for crafting purposes. For level 30 hunter you need 198 meat, which will cost you at first a lot of time to farm, but trust me, that's a big investment on the long run, and it's a passive income, and this will gain you a lot of karmas in the future. With hunter level 30 I was able to farm in the astrub forest and the astrub mine area. I started in the astrub forest area because I think the monsters are a little bit easier and are coming close to you, except of the Prespic. The Prespic is a little bit annoying because he gets invisible for one turn and also removes action points from your characters. But if you kill him first, you should be fine, and the fights are quite quick. The fights also had a nice side effect, which I didn't know, to be honest. You have a 0.8 base chance of dropping a ring or a belt from the Prespics, and you have a 0.4 chance without idols for sure to drop a cloak or a hat. And that was the reason why I kept fighting the Prespic. And man, you won't believe it, I dropped 3 pieces in the same fight. At this moment I was very happy when this happened to me, because the Eca was still in his red PV set. The set is not very strong, to be honest, but it's better than the PV set because this gives up to 14 fire damage, and especially at low levels the hard damage, I call it, is better than the elemental stats. Also good to have additional summon, so I can summon, for example, 2 cats with the Eca flip. In these sets I felt pretty comfortable to face the Royal Gobbal Dungeon. Already in the first room I dropped 2 pieces of the Gobbal set, and then I realized how dumb I am. My Masquerader was still in the yellow PV gear, and as you saw before in the video before, I have a sponge set flying around in my inventory, so I decided to change it real quick to my Masquerader, which allows me to use him more often, because I used him in the strength element and he had only one spell. The spell is a close combat spell, or is up to 2 range I think, and because I'm lacking of movement points I was not always able to hit, so now I could use the Masquerader more often. During the Royal Gobbal run the luck stayed by my side. In all 4 dungeon rooms I dropped at least 1 piece of the Gobbal set, so I had basically every part of the Gobbal set, nearly every part of the Gobbal set for my IOP. The fight against the Royal Gobbal was very easy in these sets. I also was able to knock out the achievement Faint-Hearted, which I luckily got, as well as a challenge. At the end of the dungeon you can get a Baumyao, my first pet in this series. When you get pets the first time, they don't have any stats and you only are able to wear them when you are subscribed. Back at Meta Munchkin, we already got to level 41 on all characters, quickly transferred all the resources to my main account, then I exchanged the missing sponge piece to my Masquerader, and then the chaos began. I don't know what I was doing, but it was a complete heckhack. I started crafting rings at the jeweler, then went over and put all the money I got from my characters on my main character because I wanted to craft this set for my IOP. Afterwards I went straight over to the Rossiers to complete the achievement, then back to leveling my crafting profession, over to the market to sell stuff, back again to crafting, selling again, completely out of nowhere to crushing, back again to crafting. Yeah, I don't know what was going through my mind, but this was very unorganized and cost me a lot of time. But no worries, you will get an overview in this video, but first I have a small announcement for you guys. I created my own guild, the Peki Ultras. Back in the 1.29 era, I was running the Peki Dungeon a lot. On one side I hated it, but on the other side I loved it. Sadly, the dungeon was removed, but this doesn't remove Peki from the game. If you are interested to join the guild, currently I'm the only person in this guild, but maybe we can build up a nice and friendly English speaking community. Just hit me up in the game. For those who don't know it, I play on the server Talkasha. But again, everyone can join it. Just hit me up in the game and leave a comment with your in-game name in the comment section down below. When we look at the professions, you see that I've leveled up the gathering professions quite a lot as well, but I didn't record it because I think it's pretty boring to see me walking around chopping wood or fighting against other players for ores in the mines. The crafting professions are basically all in the same range. While we explore the world of 12, I want to continue leveling them, but I think at a certain point it will get very costly because we will need pebbles, which can only be obtained when you are fighting in the Colosseum and exchange the Colossokens for them. Let's get a quick look in my Haven bag. In my Haven bag I have the PV sets, some other gear, and also these twiggy daggers. I need them later for the Pragmarian alignment quests, and I also have this toady stuff here. And I have this purse of 1 karma. This is a drop from the St. Patrick's Day. Around Astrub there were like monsters where you can drop it, and I will keep it in my Haven bag and I won't open them. Maybe I will do a giveaway or something like that. I don't know, to be honest, at this moment. But I will leave it there. You won't get them in a normal game, so I don't want to mess up the whole system. When we look at my bank account, you can already see I have to pay 130 karmas to access it, and if you look at the amount of karmas on this bank here, we already got 1.3 million worth of resources. A key factor for that are the gathering professions resources, like the memory potions or the alloys are quite costly, but I will keep them for later for crafting purposes. At the end of this episode, I also want to give you a quick look at my characters, starting with my level 42 IOP. I wear a full Rapiat set combined with a double Ring of Death, Gobbal Head, Mad Wolf Cloak, and a Royal Gobbal Sword as a weapon. I have a really nice set bonus here with 20 strength, 6 earth damage, 1 MP and 20 vitality, which will end up in 7 AP, 4 MP, 0 range. Doesn't matter because as an IO you don't read range. 535 vitality, 260 strength, 41 power, 4 normal damage and 13 earth damage. Why I decided to go with this set, I like to try other stuff, and I wanted to have 7 action points so I can use, for example, jump and concentration, or the sword and pressure. I want to continue with my level 42 Masquerader. He is in a full Royal Gobbal set. This Royal Gobbal set gives 30 strength, 30 intelligence, 1 AP, 5 damage and 100 vitality. I also wear a normal Gobbal ring. In total I have 7 AP, 4 MP. I have a spell where I can buff 1 additional MP, and the Masquerade is not lagging so much of that 1 missing MP. In total 614 vitality, 222 strength, power 27, and 11 damage. That's pretty nice to have because of this Royal Gobbal sword, but how I will use that and the 7 AP in the fight, this you will see in the next video. Only my Eca flip and my Panda were left. On my Eca flip I wear a complete Prespic set. This is the set I dropped from the fights, as you saw in the video before. Sea sandals, the Royal Gobbal ring, the celestial brooch, and the ancestral daggers with a hunting weapon on it. This is a 7-4 set. Sadly 0 range, because I had to decide between 4 MP and 0 range because of the boots, or 3 MP in 1 range, and as you can see I decided to go with the 4 MP because it's, I think, more useful. 243 intelligence and 13 fire damage. I think it's not the best set you can get at this level, but it didn't cost me so much and I think it's okay for now. Last but not least, my Pandawa. My Pandawa is in the same set as you saw before. It's wearing the Bow Meow with no stats on it, but it's cool to have it. 6 action points, 4 MP, 388 agility, and 12 damage. This is also very nice, and 6 AP is enough because yeah, I don't need additional AP, and it's good for now, to be honest. And we are already at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, you know the game, and have a great day, and see you the next time.